Morning, back in the Peak District. Today I'm going to do like a circular route starting off in Hope, Derbyshire. I've just got off the train in Hope. I've never been here before, so makes a nice change. I walked through the village and now we're actually on the trail itself. It's about 4 hours. It sets off from here, goes round in a big circle, past the Blue John Caverns, just whizzing past Mamtor but not going over it, through Castleton and then back here. So like I said, not been this way before, so make a nice change. Weather's supposed to be nice today, not too hot like it's been recently. Supposed to be about 20 degrees, which is a lot better than it has been because it's been 30 degrees, as you know. No rain in the forecast, but looking at the sky, I'm not taking any chances. So threw the rain jacket in the backpack just in case. I didn't really want to carry the extra weight, but looking at the sky, like I say, better safe than sorry. Right, let's see how it goes. There's a little bit of elevation in this first section, which I'm on right now. Looks like I might be on this for about another half an hour or so, and then that's its highest point. But just leading out of Hope now. Anyone who knows Hope will recognise that big factory with the chimney there. But yeah, it's looking nice. Clouds seem to be disappearing, burning off, so could be in for a good day. I think we're heading up that way over the top of that hill. Past an old farmyard, past some sheep. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Don't mind sheep in the fields walking through. Not so keen on cows. I've got to go through this gate now. Well, there's cows right here, right by the fucking gate, which I'm not overly impressed with. Made it. I do not like cows at all. They scare me. Only been going about an hour. Starting to feel a bit of a twinge in my right knee, just below the kneecap on the inside. Oh, that's nothing. And it goes away soon. A lot of separate tracks here. I wouldn't mind betting that people use this scrambling, motorbikes, cycling, whatever. Can't think of any other reason there'd be so many tracks. A little bit windy up here. Should have brought my mic, but never mind. Hope down there in the distance. Heading up here now, good old steps, and you can't really appreciate the steepness on a GoPro, I know, but you can see those people just up there. So all in all, it's turned out like a nice day today. Not too hot like it's been last few days, no more 30 degrees, probably about 20 today. but with a nice breeze as well, so keeps you cool. Sure what that place is down there. It's in a valley. It's not Edale. Edale's the other way. I said a minute ago it's quite breezy and windy up here. I shouldn't be surprised really. It's Edale and the surrounding area. It's always windy and breezy when I've been here. Very rare and no wind. So I say I'm trying to shield the microphone. Hope you can hear me. Path's nice and flat and a little bit downhill now. I think looking at the path we're heading up that way onto the top of that hill there. I think maybe, actually no, I don't know where it goes from there. I know eventually it circles right back round and comes in back into Hope, but yeah, it's looking good. At the moment, not sure what it's called. I'm sure it's got a name, and it's straight down from here. There's the trail along the ridge. You got the Edale Valley there. I think Edale's just kind of here, and you got Kinderscout over there in the far distance, and Mamtor is over here somewhere. I think top there where you can just about see some little ant-like people. But yeah, it's been pretty good up to now. Not seen that many people, seen a few people, but not that many. And it is a Friday, so probably a lot of people at work. I imagine it'll be a lot busier tomorrow. I did want to get the drone out on top there and just, you know, do a little bit of a circle, show you the surroundings from the drone, but it's just way too breezy. The Neo 2 is really good at coping with wind, but just just don't want to risk it, because that is a steep edge, and if it gets stuck over that side, it blows over. That is a hell of a long way down to go get it. So we'll do it when it's a little bit less windy. Meanwhile, down these steps, and like I say, I don't know how windy the wind is coming through on the microphone. I really should have brought the mic, but so apologies if it's really windy and you can't hear me very well. Definitely glad I did these steps going down and not up. If you look up there, that's quite steep. It's quite short, but nevertheless steep. You probably can't hear it on the camera, but in the distance there's a cuckooing along. And I must say, I've never heard so many cuckoos as this year. Honestly, it's just like, it was very rare to hear a cuckoo this year. When I did the West Island Way recently, oh my god, it's like day after day after day, all you heard all day long was cuckoos. Maybe they're making a comeback. Not that they ever went away, laying their eggs in other birds' nests. But yeah, it's nice to hear bird songs. That's why I never wear earbuds, never listen to music when I'm hiking. I want to hear the sounds of nature. I want to hear the birds singing. I want to hear, you know, nature. That's what you're out here for, isn't it? Experience nature, not to put your earpods in and listen to Billie Eilish or whoever. Out here to experience nature, so get them earbuds out. Looks like it's getting a little busier here, but then again I think we're approaching Mamtor. Mamtor's always busy for some reason. See a lot of people just parking the car up and walking 100 yards and go, well, I've been up to Mamtor. No, you parked your car on the road 100 yards away. Doesn't count. distance. On the top there, just about see map. So I'm not sure if I go down this way though, or we'll go over the top. I'll have to check the map. Yeah, just checking the map now, and the Mamtor path goes up this way, but we're going down this way. Looks like I crossed through there. All the crowds heading up to Mamtor or coming back down from it. So, should be a lot quieter this way. Little jaggedy path. Takes you out of the wind as well, which is nice. You'll probably hear me for once. Nice little wooded area now. That's a nice surprise. I like a little wooded area. Gives you a bit of shade, saves you from the wind if it's too windy. If you'd gone up and over the top of Mamtor, wouldn't have got this. Almost went wrong there. I was about to head off down this path here, when in fact I want this path here. Quick check on the Old Trails app, confirm that. It's easy to get lost when you're on a trail that you've never done before, because sometimes there's 3 or 4 different paths you can take, and if you're not on a specific named trail, it's easy to get lost. But that's where the Old Trails app, or any other app, other apps are available, come in handy. And sometimes you just do think, hey up, road's coming to an end. Where now? Up there, little grassy path. Down here, I don't know, I'll give this way a try, see what happens. It looks like there's like been tarmac roads here, and here, and there, and that they just all collapsed. Sure that can't be the case, surely. Can't see why else there'd be tarmac though. Tarmac here comes to a dead end, probably collapsed, but because it's definitely a road. Oh well, let's have a wander up there. Yeah, there's definitely signs of this once being a road, but it's clearly collapsed quite some time ago, possibly. Well, definitely a road. Bollocks. Tripped, fell, gash, plaster needed. Well, that's not great, is it? That's what happens when you're not paying attention. Well, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? Hey, just looking at this cracked old road here, and somehow I tripped over something here. I don't know what I tripped over, and don't mind the little fall. Little fall doesn't really. It's just the fact that I gashed my hand. I've washed it with water and I've put a little alcohol wipe on it. I'm just going to hold that tight for a bit till the bleeding stops, and then I'll put a plaster on. No putting a plaster on until the bleeding stopped. So, boys and girls, this is why you should always carry a little first aid pack with you. A couple of plasters, alcohol wipe, just a few basics, because you never know what's going to happen, even if you're only on a short walk. So, takes up no room in your bag. Stick a little zippy bag with a couple of bits and bobs in. One day you'll need it. All these years hiking, first time I've needed it, but I'm glad I had it. Right, let's continue up this way somewhere. I think we're about halfway around now. I've been going just over 2 hours, so let's get cracking. Still see Hope there in the distance. Got to circle around and end up back there somehow. Just been talking to somebody, and apparently this is the old road out of here that they re-tarmacked many times and eventually just gave in. they gave up, because as you can see it was constantly moving, and not just a little bit either, a lot. So they obviously gave up. Just down there, famous Blue John Cavern, or Blue John Mines as I used to know it when I was a kid. Once again, so easy to miss your turn. I pointed out Blue John Cavern and headed off up that way, but in fact I should actually be going down towards the cavern, because this is a trail I'm following. I think it goes up there past that little Jeep Land Rover thing, whatever it is. So only put 5 minutes tops on my journey, so I'll be fine. Blue John Caverns. You gotta go once, just have a look around, it's nice. Can't remember. I was a kid at the time, but yeah. Anywho, this is the way I'm supposed to go, but I missed, so let's push on. Not doing well this last half hour, apart from falling, tripping. I've gone wrong again. Shot off here to the right, but I should have gone to the left somewhere. There's my other little diversion below. Right, come on, let's go. Well, back on the trail now, but I must say that part of the path was not clearly marked at all. But yeah, it's okay, back on the path now. It looks like we've gone through some sort of little valley here. Kind of looks familiar. I think I remember being up there one time, coming out of Castleton, and I know we do go through Castleton, so I think that might well be it. Right, let's hope the next bit of the journey is a lot better than the last bit. Two wrong turns, one trip, one gashed hand that I'm not quite sure it's okay, stop bleeding, but it does look like it's got a bit of dirt in it, and I have got water with me, but pouring water on it doesn't really get enough force to force any dirt out. I'll have to sort it out when I get home. But yes, actually looking at the little road on the right here, there's a little tiny road there. I think I've driven down that before. Yep. Next up is the Speedwell Caverns, where, well, it does what it says on the tin. There's caverns and you can take a boat down there, and yeah, pretty nice for a day out. This is the actual entrance to the Speedwell Cavern. Quite busy today, but then again it is half term, so it's to be expected, I suppose. At this point, the AllTrails app wants me to follow the green line, which is basically follow the road all the way down there. Well, that's a bit boring, isn't it? If I take this little turn off to the right here, that comes around and brings me into Castleton further along, which is what I'm going to do. No one likes walking on the road, do they? That's not interesting, with all this traffic especially. So there's the road that the AllTrails app wanted me to take, and I would take this instead. Much more interesting. Okay, that's the end of this little trail here, the shortcut. Well, it wasn't a shortcut, it was an alternative route, wasn't it? Just coming into the outskirts of the village of Castleton now. here we have some Blue John jewellery made from the Blue John mines that we just passed earlier. Just had one of the best pork pies I've ever had here in the little village of Castleton. Not sure if I said Castleford before, but it's definitely Castleton. Absolute fantastic home baked pork pie. It was beautiful, definitely recommended. I'm not sure what that is. There's no sort of signs or anything to say whether it's something really ancient or whether it's just an old farm building from 100 years ago. I don't know, but it's certainly put a lot of effort into propping it up. And there's the factory for Hope. So how far away is that? 3 miles? Maybe less, an hour? We'll see. This gate definitely wasn't made for big boys and girls. I mean, I'm not skinny, but just about get through that sideways. Smallest gate in, well, not in the world, but you know what I mean. Sun's out now. Eventually those clouds burned away, blew away, and we now have sunshine. A little hot now in the sunshine, especially getting to the end of a 4.5 hour hike. Probably got about 15 minutes to go to get back, which is a little shame because there's a train in 5 minutes, but I won't make that, so I'm gonna have to wait an hour for the next one, which to be fair was the one that I'd planned to take in the first place, but it seems trains are only once an hour, so I'm gonna kill time for an hour. Probably go to the pub, have a pint, eh? Probably deserved it. But yeah, if I could have made it to the station for this earlier one, I would have done. But it's not happening. Anyway, to sum up today, it's been a lovely day. A little cloudy this morning, but the sun's broke through now, as you can see. It's not been a fantastic trail. It's been okay. It's been great. It's nice. It's always nice to do a trail if you've never done before. Also, the Peak District, one of the good things about the Peak District is there's a lot of sort of dirt, peat walking involved, which is very kind to the feet, unlike rocky roads and stuff like that, military roads, which is tough on the feet, so that's a bonus. What else? Yeah, my hand's still sore. Bleeding's not quite stopped either yet, and it was well over an hour ago. I'll have to give it a good wash when I get home. Sure, it'll be fine. Just need to be more careful, don't I, in future? It's alright saying make sure you look up, see the scenery. Sometimes you need to look down, see where you're putting your feet, don't you? Right, on that note, let's continue. Well, didn't make the station in time, didn't think I would. I gave up, I didn't actually go because I managed to get a signal finally and checked on train line. Yeah, it's gone, so just going to head to this little pub here, sit outside, have a pint. Nothing else to do, is there? That's my excuse anyway. Okay, well, if you are still watching at this point, then do me a favour, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.